What do you do when your hair system is starting to lose its color? Hey guys, this is Jake Kent. Today we're going to be talking about blue shampoos. We're going to be talking about their effects on a hair system and if you should or shouldn't use them. Guys, this video is sponsored by Vivid Hair. Make sure you get 15% off any order from them using my link below. Today, we're going to be talking about blue shampoos because over the past couple months, I have been using them and I have been recommending them. Now, it was brought to my attention by a viewer in the last video that I made about blue shampoos that it may not be the best thing to use on a hair system. The reason being that if you use blue shampoos, which dye your hair, it may actually dye your hair system. Now, what this viewer was saying inside of this comment that you see on screen is that if you're using these blue shampoos, it can actually dye the base of your hair system, not giving so natural of a look. Generally, the polyurethane and the laces that are used are designed to mimic your natural skin tone. And if you have this blue shampoo, yes, it may actually help the color, but it also could potentially dye the base of your hair system, giving a bluish tinge, making it look realistic. So today I wanted to do an experiment that I'm gonna take an old hair system of mine, this right here, which I've actually taken all of the hair off of, and we're going to apply the blue shampoo directly onto this. So we're going to do a before and after. I'm going to put on screen what this looks like before we put any blue shampoo, and then we're going to leave the blue shampoo on for about 15 minutes to see the effects after. We're going to let it dry, then we're going to put it back on camera and then talk about what this means for you, your hair system, and if you should use blue shampoo. All right, let's get going. So to sum up, we have theorized that blue shampoo is going to leave a stain on our hair system. Now, this hair system was especially good to use because it's a hybrid. In the inside, we have the lace. On the outside, we have the poly, and I put this blue shampoo on both of them. So we're gonna take a look to see if we can actually tell if there is a difference there, okay? So here we go. I'm going to give a close up. I'm gonna do the same spin that we did at the beginning of the video, and then we're gonna take a look at the unit. Now, I had to record the second half of this video twice. And the reason for that is when I was looking at the hair system here in person for the first time, to my eye, I didn't really notice the blue tint. Now, if you do watch what we just played, there is some blue tint around where the lace meets the poly and a couple other sections. This isn't actually a perfect experiment because I've used blue shampoo for really months on this hair system. But what I do see is some slight tinting. Now, what I will say before we talk about anything else is this point right here. This is absolutely no substitution to getting your hair professionally dyed, colored by someone who knows what they're doing and someone that can help you with the process. However, this is a home remedy, and like most home remedies, you know, they're not perfect. For example, a lot of people dye their hair systems at home and they might not get the exact color that they're looking for, but it is quite a bit cheaper. So if you're looking for an absolutely perfect result, I recommend that you go to people that do this for a living or you learn the skill yourself. Now, I think one of the easiest things that you could do at home to make this process a little bit better is use something like foil to cover up that blue shampoo. Now, what they do with color is they will take a sheet of hair and then apply some tin foil below it, lay it down on top, and then color the hair, and then take some more hair, more tin foil on top, on below, color more of the hair. Now, this might actually help us prevent getting any of that blue shampoo on the roots, and this is something that you might do when you take your hair system off. Now, doing that process while it's on your head can probably be pretty hard, and I don't know if it's realistic, but I'm sure some of you can do that. Now, this right here is an easy way to neutralize those colors that we often talk about coming out of our hair system after it's been oxidized. So going back to that video, what I will say is that I do see some blue tint on my hair system. So that's interesting, right? So the next question that I have to ask myself after doing this for 2 to 3 months is that a big enough factor to keep me from doing that? And what I mean by that is this: is the poly having a slightly blue tint enough of a problem or more of a problem than the hair color oxidizing and being perceptibly different than my natural hair color? And once again, as I previously mentioned, we're not talking about ideal outcomes where, you know, we have the best technology, we have multiple people, or we're bringing it into a stylist that can color it perfectly with tinfoil the way it's supposed to be. It's not the perfect solution, but in my mind, this is my opinion, it's a better outcome than having hair that's completely the wrong color than what your sides are. Now, that being said, I myself can probably be a little bit more careful with how I apply the blue shampoo to make sure it doesn't get on the base and doesn't stay on the base. I think that's probably where some of the tinting effect is happening if it's staying on for 5, 10, 15 minutes and it's actually kind of depositing into the poly, if that's possible, or into the lace. So being a little bit more careful with how I use the blue shampoo to make sure it's not sitting on the base and dyeing and tinting into it is probably the best solution, the easiest solution. And the next best thing is probably using some tin foil when we take off our hair system and we're taking care of it, and we do like a deep shampooing with this blue shampoo to really deposit some of that neutralizing color in it. The next level up from there is probably visiting a stylist and having them help you with some of this hair color, so that way you're getting the best result possible. Now, I'm really curious about what your feedback is. Now, that being said, I think it's an important question to ask: how perceptible is it? So if I hold this up to you, can you see, this is direct light hitting it, can you see which side had the blue shampoo on it that I just deposited? Can you tell? Is it perceptible to you? If I hold it up like this right here, can you say, okay, it was this side, this side, this side, this side? Now what I want you to do is say, I can see it on the bottom left, bottom right, top left, top right. So based off of where it is, can you tell? Well, the answer is that it was this side right here. It was your bottom left that had the blue shampoo that I really deposited on it. Let me know if you guys can tell when I hold it up like that. Now, that's in direct sunlight with absolutely no hair on it. Keep in mind, when it's full hair system like this right here, you're not gonna see the base like that. So will it tint? Perhaps. Will it be recognizable? That's a question that you're gonna have to ask yourself. And you're gonna have to figure out the best course of action yourself when it comes to difficulty level, ease of doing it, the cost of doing it, and the overall effect and quality of the result that you're getting. Guys, I hope that this was an informational video to you. If you like experiments like this, smack that like button down below, leave a comment and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.